Hello artists, how are you today? Stephanie Aune coming to you from the banks of the Trinity River here in Six Rivers National Forest near Willow Creek, California. Oz and I welcome you to the studio. We are so happy you are here with us today. Well, it is July 31st. For me, it's actually like the 27th or something like that. But July 31st, the end of the 30 times 3 challenge. And so I do want to go through a quick summary of all the cool things that you've learned. And yeah, I mean, look at how cool that is. I keep, tweaking the board and trying to fit the colors where they go the best. And I'll probably do that for a while because it's kind of hard to make it all flow together, especially when you're looking at green next to red violet. They don't really go, but you gotta have the greens over here and anyway. My point is to organize it the way that it makes sense to you, right? It needs to make sense to you. And for me, it's kind of a value study from light to dark, as well as intensity and all that good stuff. So much things that we learned. So many things, I'm sorry, so much. Patreons, you did receive a handout, my research. This was done from artclasscurator.com. I would highly suggest jumping over to that website. They talk about the principles of design. They give you examples and definitions. And also they talk about the elements of art with examples and definitions. So I think that it is really a great website because they'll say, to see more artists using movement, click here. To see more artists utilizing balance, click here. So they'll give you more and more and more information. And if it's something that you're interested, I hope you're interested in it. If it's something that you're interested in, jump on over there and check out what they have to offer. artcurator.com. Why do we learn the elements of art and the principles of design? Why would we spend the time doing that when we're working in books or, I think that the more that we learn, the better artists we will be. And you can limit yourself to just doing glue book style art, or you can start to push yourself out of that really comfortable zone. And I'm trying to encourage you to push yourself out of that comfort zone. But also beyond that, even if you are doing that glue book collage style artwork, which I use that, but I also want to be aware of what I'm doing when I'm doing it, right? To have the excuse of, well, I didn't know, or, if something looks discombobulated and doesn't make sense, and you say, oh, well, I don't care. Do you want to create better art, or do you want to settle for the stuff that's not pleasing to look at? Now, some artists use these elements to create discord in the viewer, and it is a purposeful choice of theirs that they are going to use two colors that fight each other, or they're going to use asymmetrical balance in a way that makes it feel discombobulated. It's a purposeful use of that if you have the knowledge to do it. If you don't know what you're doing and you're creating these things, then you're just not able to manipulate I don't want to say that you're a bad artist, because that's not true. What I'm trying to say is that the more you know, the more empowered you are with your artwork, right? And I think that that's a super important thing. And I think a lot of you actually do have the desire to do more of your own artwork. And that's where I'm going to try to work and focus this channel. So even though we are working in altered books, 100%, I love working in altered books, but we're going to push ourselves past just doing the same old thing over and over and over. We want to add creativity, and we want to push boundaries. A way to push boundaries is if you know the elements of art and the principles of design. It's important. And I don't want to sound like I'm on a soapbox, so I'm just going to go ahead and review these things with you real quick. Patreons, you do have all of this information, so I love having the images of the artwork to go along with the concepts. I think it really will help you to solidify all of this good stuff that we've been learning. Principles of design: contrast, rhythm, proportion, balance, unity, or harmony as we learned, emphasis, movement, and variety. So all of those things are super important in your artwork. And to know that is something is out of proportion, or if something is stagnant. If you're creating artwork that just kind of sits there, there's no real center of focus, or it's just kind of one single thing. How do we make it more interesting? How do we push ourselves beyond what we have there? And that's kind of what I do. It's like, ooh, but I could put a tree in with this. I could do that. Oh, I already got a shaker window and a door and a built house, and let's put a tree in there. So I push. The elements of art are color, line, shape, form, value, texture, and space. Aren't those beautiful words? Contrast, rhythm, proportion, balance, unity, emphasis, movement, variety, color, line, shape, form, value, texture, and space. That's what you guys have learned about. Good job. Seriously, good job. You get a gold star. Thank you so much for being here and working on this project. I would love to see the completed 30x3 that y'all come up with. Sue, congratulations on putting it into your art journal. Brilliant idea. It's really a great way to be able to take notes while we're learning all of these different concepts. Okay, guys, well, that's enough blah, blah, blah from me. I had a great time doing it, and I know that you guys learned a lot from it. The color wheels got a little bit worn out. Yay. It was really fun for me to relearn about color a little bit more and to really experiment and to see what each color can do. I loved it. I hope you did too. Okay, guys. Well, we hope to see you over on Patreon, and we will be doing a video today to announce the winners. Yay, in the 2 amazing drawings. So, all right. Have a great day, and we'll chat soon.